Good morning, everybody. Please, when you guys come into the live, can you please hit the thumbs up? I'm going to be talking here in a minute. Just give me a second. Let me put up this picture here. Make sure I get a good picture. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay. And if you can, please share this broadcast, if you can, on your social medias. You can send it through text, Facebook, whatever. I mean, the more people we get it, the more people we get into the live, the better it'll be. Okay, so I'm actually sharing it right now. So good morning, 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 good morning. I don't want to share it on that one. I have shared this until about. I just shared this until about 10 groups, just that fast. Some of you guys are not into social media like that, but do you realize that you can still share live through text message? You can share it through Facebook. All you have to do is click on the share button or whatever, and that's how you can share it. Some of you guys don't. If you don't share my lives, you don't support me. You're just a bump on the log, basically. So, but if you support my content, you will share my live. So today, some of you are bumps on the log. Just want to let you know that. All right, so we're going to get it started here in just a second. I'm about to share this till about 20 groups. Give me 1 second, because I have I had a relationship with Deion Sanders. We'll talk about it. Is this name spelled right? Deion, Deion, I believe. Yeah. Okay, I just shared it. Listen, Sparkus, I'm a comedian. Okay, get over it. Okay, get over it. If you hadn't figured that out yet, please get over it or get a life or leave my life. Jesus Christ. Jesus. All you got to do is go look at my videos and you see that I do comedy. Anyway, we're gonna move. I'm not gonna address crazy people today. Okay. Um. All right. How many people we got in here? We got 20. Good. Okay. So, listen, guys. I posted prayers for Deion Sanders. First of all, um, here are here are here. I actually had the opportunity of actually meeting Deion Sanders. This is not a list. Here, let me sit up on the side of my bed. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, maybe I misunderstood you. No problem. We'll move on. Okay. Let me get up. I'm gonna I'm gonna sit here. Raise up my window. Okay. As, like I said, it was a misunderstanding. We're moving on now. Okay. All right. So I met Deion Sanders through Gary with the T from the Ricky Smiley Morning Show. Here's Gary's T right here from the Ricky Smiley Morning Show. Who does Gary's T? Well, um, oh, I forgot what year this was. I do remember what year this was. Here's Gary and I again. Gary and I have been friends for like a long time. So that's me and Gary right there as well. Here's Deion Sanders' house where he used to have in Prosper, Texas. He doesn't have that house anymore. He sold it. That's back when he was with Pilar, and Pilar, of course, him and Pilar are no longer together. They are divorced. So they had a really bad divorce. But anyway, um, so Gary did the when they had the reality show. Deion Sanders had this segment where his daughter Deandra, I believe it's her name, Deandra, who's now married to, I believe, a singer or a rapper. I'm not for sure. And they had a segment to where they wanted he wanted Gary to get his friends together. He said girls. I want you to get your girls together and come my give my daughter a makeover. And we actually did go to the house. Oh, the house was just I think I got some more pictures of the house. Y'all, the house was oh, I can't even begin to explain to you how beautiful this mansion was. Oh, the mansion was just crazy. It had a basketball court in there. It had a fucking whole lake in the backyard. We had to, I remember when we went to the house, I actually, I'm a very emotional person, and I started actually crying when we drove up because I'd never seen a house, never actually been in a house that big before, or a mansion, should I say. And so we drove up, and I'm just in tears. It didn't mean shit to Gary because Gary's been around him and Deion are friends. He's been out to his house before. And I was just like in tears. I'm like, this is beautiful. Like people actually live like this. And I want to say it was a 6-car garage. You saw Bentleys, Mercedes, what they call them cars. I mean, Rolls Royces. I mean, they had it all. And you remember during the hurricane when they had Katrina? Well, he had a whole nother mansion on the same acre of land where when they had the hurricane, the mayor of New Orleans actually stayed at the place there in New Orleans. Okay, so moving forward. Um, so we did a makeover, and I did Deion Sanders' daughter's makeup, Dondra's makeup, right? And Dion was so nice. He was super. I didn't get to meet her, but I met him. He was super, super, super nice, and that's when the little kids. That's when the little kids were little boys. Shiloh and the other one. They were just little bitty boys, and and the girl or whatever, they were just little bitty kids. The house was just. I remember we had to put on those hospital shoes when we walked in certain parts of the house because the house was fun. It was phenomenal. I think they had a bowling alley in there, cinema. You know how the rich people live. But Deion Sanders was so down to earth. So I came on here because I woke up this morning and I saw a video where he is now. He posted a video where he's having to write a will. And I was looking at Deion Sanders. I don't know if I don't. I'm just assuming that he could be a diabetic because I heard something about toes being cut off allegedly. I don't know. I don't know. I just know. I looked at his video. I looked at his videos. He's very, very, very dark. And from what I was told, people who do dialysis, if that's what he's on, are very dark. You know, but for him to, of course, we all should have a will, whether you might be dying or not. If you ain't dying, you should. That's the best time to have a will because you never know when you're gonna leave. Leave here. Hello, you know Jamal, the guy from the Cosby's. He just like how he passed away. He died you know, unexpectedly. So, but for Deion Sanders to say he had to come to grips with writing a will. I'm sure he already had a will, but maybe he had to redo the will, or something. I don't know. But we got to pray for Deion Sanders. I like this dude. Like, I genuinely like Deion Sanders. He was such a nice person, and he seems like a really nice man. And I'm going to try my best not to cry because the reason why I'm getting emotional is because, you never know what a person is going through in life. And when Deion Sanders was pushing his boys and pushing his boys, everybody was, you know, everybody was, um, going off on him, making jokes and putting him down, sort of like The situation with Dwayne Wade. Yes, Dwayne Wade has a transgendered a child, and a lot of people don't like that. But a lot of people didn't know that Dwayne Wade was dealing with cancer. I reported it, a long time ago. Y'all know I do celebrity news. I reported it, and regardless of what you think about Dwayne Wade's child, that is still his child. Whether you look at it as a male, female, trans, whatever, that is still his child. That's his blood. And so, uh, um, Dwayne Wade, which we didn't know that he was dealing with cancer, was there to support his child with everything that he could, because who knows, you know, he might not have another day with his child. So you never know what a parent is going through. You never know what a parent, why you do. We do know why parents push hard every day to be there for their children, and some of you sorry ass motherfucking men are not there for your children, but you want to get on here and call me the faggot word, and I'm going to hell, but you're not responsible in taking care of your own goddamn children. So prayers after Deion Sanders, man. I didn't know him personally. I did meet him. We talked and we said hi, shook hands. Damn, I should have took a picture with him. Went to his house with me and Gary and our other friend Aaron, who's passed away, and he was really, really a nice guy. He's still living, y'all. He ain't gone, but I'm just saying, for him to video about his situation and about putting a will together, that's yeah, that's powerful. That's powerful. And I've been hearing stuff about something. Well, I actually heard one of his sons say something about one of his toes being cut off. To me, that sounds like could be diabetes. I don't know. And I shared with you guys last week that my doctor told me I was pre-diabetic, and that's why I've been going, watching what I eat, and actually I'm getting a treadmill this week, and I'm going to start treadmilling because I don't like the gyms. I hate the gyms. But so and Deion Sanders is, um, Deion said, "Oh, I'm very emotional. I'm a cancer. I don't, I'm not into science, but sometimes I really think them signs be meaning stuff, like cancer, water, you know." I'm emotional not because I'm a weak man, but I'm emotional because I care. I care for people. Like one day I was in when I lived in Houston. I was living in a two-bedroom. And one night I looked, one morning I was laying in bed and I looked outside of my window and I saw a bunch of homeless people walking up and down the bayou. It's like, if you don't know about Houston, they have the bayou. And I just started crying because I said, I have a place to lay my head. I have food in my refrigerator. And at the time, it was cold outside. I say, I have a warm bed. I have food in my refrigerator. I have a place to say, I have a place to say I have a home, I have a place to live. And these people are out on the streets of the cold. And it just, we don't realize how blessed we are until we look at other people's lives and see what they go through. We don't understand how it feels to be. And then some people out there that are homeless. Some people just want to be homeless. Some people don't. Some people it's some of it is mental with some people, and then some people fall on hard times. We all on the verge of being homeless. Unless you're a multi-millionaire, and even still then, you could be on the verge of being homeless. You know. So, but I just came on here to share that with you guys about Deion Sanders. And to anybody else out there who may be a diabetic or have some type of disease that you're going through, prayers for. We are going to be praying for everybody today because, you know, again, prime example, what happened to Malcolm Jamal Warner should be a lesson to everybody that tomorrow is not promised to you. You could be here today and gone today. We used to say be here today and gone tomorrow. No, be here today and go on today. So Deion Sanders is for him to write that will, for him to say he had to write a will. That's powerful. That's very powerful. So I just want to share that story because I met Deion Sanders and he was really a nice man. And now I kind of see how, yeah, we love Deion Sanders. Now I kind of see how, why he was probably pushing his boys. You know, we probably see now why he was pushing his young men to get it together because, you know, he may be saying, I may not have much longer down on this earth, you know. So prime time. Oh man, I remember when he was in Dallas and he played for the Cowboys, and then you know he played for San Francisco, and he was. I think he was one of the few of the. Good morning. I think he was one of only the few football players who did baseball and football. You know. Hmm. So we love Deion Sanders, man. I pray that he's okay. You know, some people. I had a friend, unfortunately, who was a diabetic, and I think about him every day because he had come to the point to where he just wanted to live his life. He didn't even care what the doctor said. And unfortunately, you know, he passed away. Y'all, he was younger than me. He was younger than me. But he was like, you know what? I've lived my life as, and he said I was happy with what I've done in life, and if I have to go, I'll go. And he drunk his drinks and partied and did what he did till he went blind first. He went blind first, and then you know, and guess what? He was not fat. He was skinny. He was skinny. So diabetes doesn't mean that, you know, it has nothing to do with being um, it has nothing to do with being fat. You know, sometimes it just runs in people's families and whatever the case may be. I'm looking at this guy through my window, this homeless guy. He's always walking up and down the streets, and even in the heat. I don't know. I don't know if he has a family. I don't know if he has, but he manages to be up and down these streets every day. Nobody bothers him. I mean, he might be coming this way in a minute. Let me see. Nobody bought. Yeah, there he goes right there. He's coming this way. He might be coming through my complex. Let me see. Yeah, nobody bothers him. He just walks up and down the streets. But anyway, I appreciate everybody. I am 180 people short of having 19 subscribers. So if you guys have not subscribed to my comedy little skits, and let me say something while I'm on here. Let me say something while I'm on here about these trolls. First of all, let me show this to all those people who say I'm ugly when in my makeup. Those are comedy skits. This is me when I'm serious about my makeup. Okay? There you go. So I'm not going to be having to keep proving anything to anybody anymore. Just go back and look at my videos. You can see that I'm a makeup artist. All right, so here we go. So I want to share this with y'all right quick. I want to share this with y'all, and this is to all you religious fanatics out there. Okay? And I shouldn't have to explain to anybody anything, but I'm not explaining it, but I just want to say this because I want to get it off my chest. And I know going to church does not make you a Christian. We understand that. We all know that. But I go to church every Sunday. I'm a drummer for my church, and I'm an organist. And I go to church every Sunday. God has been a part of my life ever since I was a little boy. You may not agree with what I do in my life. You don't even know if I'm a homosexual. You're just assuming I'm a homosexual because you see me with a wig on. So that means Jamie Foxx is a homosexual. Martin Lawrence is a homosexual. So all you Christians who come in here and judge me, please stay off my channel. This is not a Christian channel. This is comedy. This is gossip. Now, if you want to be that bold and come into my live and threaten me and tell me I need to be saved, send me the name of your motherfucking church. Okay? I want to come sit in on your church service. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of y'all be talking that BS behind your computer. Send me the name of your church. Some of you motherfuckers don't even go to church. You're just internet bullies. If you want me to get Jesus and you want to be bold enough to tell me where your church is, tell me. I'll come. And I'll read the fuck out of you in front of your church and tell you to stop harassing me. Because at this point, what you're doing is harassing me. I don't want to go to your church. I don't want to know about your Jesus. I know Jesus. Leave me the fuck alone. And I know some of you still won't, but all I'm just going to do is just remove your comment. So you're wasting your time. Other than that, I will see you guys. I'm gonna try my best, y'all, every day this week to do the show at 7 p.m. I don't know if it's gonna be today at 7 because I got a lot I got to do today. But if it's not at 7, it's gonna be at 10. Today is the day that I'm supposed to add people to my live, which I really want to do. I really want people to come into my live, especially you religious hoes. Yeah, you religious people. Y'all the ones I really want to come into my life. So I could let y'all asses have it. And then today is the day I'm going to add music to my life. I'm going to be playing the keyboards and acting a fool and stuff like that. So hopefully we get it together today. If I don't get it done today, we'll definitely for sure tomorrow we're going to be adding people to the live. Okay. So peace and greetings to everybody. Be careful, be good. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'm less than 150, maybe right at 180 people short of having 19,000 subscribers, and it's all because of my haters. And well, it's some of the good people too. Yeah. All right. Thank y'all for subscribing. I will see y'all later. I got to get my day started. It's a beautiful day here in Texas. Turn this around so y'all can see. Try to turn it around. It's a beautiful day here in Texas. All right. So I will see you guys later. Y'all take care. If the show's not at 7:30, like 8, it'll be at 10 o'clock tonight. I really want to do it at 7:30, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay. Y'all have a good one. Go pray for Deion Sanders, man. Go check out his social medias and mm-hmm. Go check out his social media and see what he had to say about his will that he had to do. I'm sure he already had a will. Hell, Prince didn't have a will. Aretha Franklin didn't have a will. I'm like, what? They didn't. They did not have wills. That's crazy. James Brown didn't have a will. You know, some of y'all ain't got one. Shit. I ain't got nothing to will. I guess I could will my YouTube channels to somebody, you know, because we all gonna leave here one day, baby. I don't know when, but we got to go. The preacher used to preach, there's a train that's coming, and you're not gonna. There's a flight that you'll never. This is one flight you won't be able to cancel. Oh yes, but Aretha, she did. Yeah, this is one flight you won't be able to cancel, baby. Yes. You know how you call Southwest and say, "Oh, I need to reschedule my flight." I'm talking to you, so-called Christians. Okay, if you don't believe in God, I ain't talking to you. Yeah, we Christians believe, honey, it's a flight you ain't gonna never be able to cancel. You ain't gonna be able to call and reschedule. No, baby. When it's time for you to get on this flight, that's it. You got to go. All right, y'all be good. See y'all later. Bye. I'll take y'all on the journey with me today. Wherever I'm at, I'm supposed to go to Goodwill today. So I might be going to Goodwill. I'll try to go live. The only thing about okay, you already said that, Irma. We heard you. Jesus. Um, every time I go to Goodwill, I want to go live, but the music in there in the Goodwill. And I like shopping in the Goodwill and then showing people stuff. But what I might do is just record it and, just take the sound out of it and go back and talk over it or something. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, I got to go. Y'all be good. Take care. Bye. Have a good one.